Hi everyone, welcome back to Gloria Home of Skills.
Hi everyone, this is BamGlamDIY. Hi yo, this is a collaborative video between BamGlamDIY and Gloria Home of Skills. On today's edition, we'll be teaching you how we made these 50 liters of multi-purpose liquid soap at home. We made this soap in our hometown being Anambra State. And we'll be making this soap to be as economical as possible. We'll make this soap using few materials while making this soap. We'll not make use of too many items, and you'll be able to see how we make this soap from finish to start. I'm trying to show you the viscosity of the soap so that you can see how the texture will be, irrespective of the fact that we didn't use many products, many chemicals to make it. These 50 liters of liquid soap will be given out to people freely without any charge. Everybody in this community and within our around this community can come and take, even if it's up to 2 liters. No. This soap will be given out for free, totally free to anybody who needs it around this vicinity. So this is 50 liters of liquid soap. So this is for this liquid soap, we'll be making use of 2 liters of sulfonic acid. Sulfonic acid is our primary foaming agent for this liquid soap. Sulfonic acid will make this soap to lather well, to remove stains, and to also remove oil stains from plates. We'll be using 2 liters of it. 2 liters is also equal to 2,000 mils of sulfonic acid, which is the primary surfactant. Sulfonic acid is also known as LAPSA. This is our thickener, the Natrosol. This is what will thicken this soap we are making, and we are making 50 liters of liquid soap. This Natrosol you are seeing here is 250 grams. We will use this to make this liquid soap. For this is our preservative methyl paraben. If you want your soap to maintain all of its qualities for a very long time without going bad, without having foul smell or changing color or anything happening to it or having molds, methyl paraben is a type of preservative. There are other types in the market you can also use, like liquid dermal plus etc. But this is one of the cheapest you can lay your hands on, and this is 100 grams of methyl paraben that I'm using here. So we'll use this to make this soap.
So we are making use of sodium hydroxide. This is about 100 grams of sodium hydroxide. You can call it caustic soda. This is so corrosive, so you don't have to put your nose inside there, see not, because this is so corrosive, it can choke you, so don't go close to it. This is sodium lauryl sulfate, known as SLS. This serves as a foaming agent in your liquid soap. You can also use it to make other soaps, but we are making 50 liters of liquid soap, so we are making use of 1 kg. So the texture looks like rice. You can see it is SLS. So I'm going to dissolve it in water. You have to use enough water to dissolve this. It takes time to dissolve.
Remember, we are taking this water from the bulk of the 50 liters of water that we showed you in the beginning that we are using to make this soap.
You don't need to overstir it so that you don't have excess foam to deal with. So what you have to do is for you to be stirring it a little inwardly. Once you stir, you leave it like about 5 minutes, you come back to it and stir it. This is our kitchen salt. We are making use of 1.5 kg of kitchen salt. This serves as our thickener. So this, we are using Uncle Pan. You can use Mr. Chef or any kitchen salt you have, okay? Because we bought this in the village. We are not making use of sodium sulfate, we are making use of kitchen salt. So that's why we are making 50 liters with this 1.5 kg. Okay, so this is the third foaming agent we are using to make these 50 liters of liquid soap.
collaborative video between Gloria Home of Skills and BamGlamDIY. Do as much as possible to follow each of our pages depending on where you will see this video, be it YouTube, Facebook, or TikTok.
So the total soap, we are making 50 liters of liquid soap. So we are going to share it out to our society. So this is I forgot to mention, this is 1 kg of sodium lauryl sulfate, which is SLS, hexapon. Okay. So I'm going to use salt. You can see it looks like gel. So I'm going to use salt to dissolve it. So this is going to make it faster because when you use water, you're not going to leave this place with salt. Yeah.
Gloria has actually explained to you guys. This particular procedure makes it easier for hexapon gel to dissolve as quickly as possible without you wasting excess time. Bear in mind that I know that most of us don't make our liquid soap or multipurpose soap with salt. So today we are teaching you people how to make a multipurpose soap with salt. In case you find yourself in places where you can lay your hands on soda ash, on this, on sulfate, on all those other types of alkaline boosters. So just pay attention to this video. You will learn a lot from this collaborative video. Do as much as possible.
To be adding water gradually. We don't need to add too much. Once you add, you stir. It's going to thicken, but let's go. Now it's adding water little by little so that you can stir it properly. Don't add excess water so that you can stir it very well, okay? Once you add too much of water, you're going to see a lot of lumps and it's going to be very hard for you to stir. So just add the water little by little. When you touch it,
So this is the 50 liters of the remaining 50 liters of water that we are using to make this liquid soap. That is what we are pouring into the bucket now.
So this is the lacta, which is a sulfonic acid. No, please hold on. So that's what I am stirring. I want it to mix up with the Natrosol that we added earlier. Once you're making this type of soap, you have to be ready to stir. If you want your soap to have a smooth texture, you have to be ready or get ready to stir your soap. So the second one is sulfonic acid, and the third one is hexapon gel with salt. So this, the first one we are adding is sodium lauryl sulfate, which is the so the first one we are adding is sodium lauryl sulfate. Okay, maybe sorry. The last one we add, sorry, not the last one. The first one we added now is SLS, sodium lauryl sulfate. I'm not going to watch video. Say no SLS. I'm my SLS. So this is the time to get ready to stir because it has thickened up.
Remember, we are using salt as thickener, so that is why the soap has already thickened up. We are teaching you people new method in 2025. We know you people are not used to. Okay, we are teaching you new method in 2026. We have been making soap a different pattern in 2025. In this 2026, we are teaching you this secret recipe that will make you money. This recipe we're teaching you right now will make you a whole lot of money. This without an alkaline. Either you use soda ash as your alkaline or you use caustic soda as your alkaline. So this caustic soda is the alkaline that will activate the sulfonic acid so that it will put it in that state where it will be very good and serve as your foaming agent. The thing is that only sulfonic acid cannot actually give you that foaming and cleansing ability you want. But once you activate it properly with your alkaline, it will now activate and give you that foaming agent that you deserve. That's the surfactant that you need to help you to remove oil stain from your plate and cleanse away your thing. I hope you are adopting what me and Gloria Home is teaching you. I hope you are adopting what BamGlam and Gloria Home is teaching you today. I bet you will not see us repeat this video again. This is a once in a year video. So add in your caustic gradually. Add it gradually. Let it not splash on your leg. Make sure your children are not around when you are making this soap. Make sure your kids are not around when you are making your soap. Once you are done, this soap will come out as transparent as possible, as clear as possible. Once you are done, you add in your fragrance.
We are not putting color, please, because this is village. We did not come with color. We forgot it. We forgot our color, so we're not making it of any color. So when making yours, please add color.
Okay. We are pouring in the preservative right now. So this is our methylparaben that will also dissolve the water. Pour it in and then we'll stir it in. So now we are going in with our fragrance. Please, I'm using only lemon fresh, and I'm working with just about 50 ml of lemon fresh.
So why this thing rise up is as a result of the methylparaben. So we are trying to share it into two, so it will contain the bucket, I mean the bowl.
The bucket we're using to make the soap started foaming excessively. Immediately the soap came in contact with methylparaben, which was the preservative. So we divided it into two to be able to solve that so that your soap will not waste. So we'll now have it shared out to get separately. Once the foam on the surface, bubbles on the surface of the soap flattens out and dissolve out, we'll join the soap back together, and then the soap is ready to be used. You can also color the soap if you wish to. If you don't want, you can leave it like that. Yeah, cool it again. The slow dropping is what is important. So yeah, drop again. Can we bring this thing under hot sun?
Sun said don't go.
Oh well, continue. Start from that.
Now the chicken she dey cook.